Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Back to throw again. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
2nd and 11 now.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Sly able to put this one through.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through,
and that will make it 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And the tight end goes in motion left. Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
40 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now back to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the score.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want to...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Play fake. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Open man is Uzama. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Hall.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Mayfield now.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
They're on the 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Run.
Mayfield. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Give up the middle to Gibson.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Lavonte David.
And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 17, Mayfield.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They go play action. Mayfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert 33. Run.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
A handoff for Gibson.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on 1st down. He completes it to Ridley.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also You might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson again. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And here's again to Gibson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Berrios. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Okay, ready?
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line, but you also know what happens too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement